Hello, 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 and welcome back to the Wandering Village. I'm Evie Greenbottle, and we've got a choice to make. Either head into the jungle or into the ocean. Now, either way, we're going to have a bit of a hard time. We've got a light hailstorm in the way here, plus a poisoned forest, or we've got a rock grub colony, which would mean Onbu would be more resistant to poison, but the plants are going to grow slower. And then a poisoned Onbu feeding spot over here, which is not that big of a deal. Really. So Onbu is up and walking again. Just trying to see, do we have any water? 168 only. Because the problem with the ocean is that it's actually quite difficult to get water. Although we do have a seawater collector and the evaporator, so we could make this saltwater evaporation and then be getting regular water and salt. Which is not a terrible idea. We don't have the fishery researched yet. We've had kind of a shortage of water the whole time. But I think I like it better, maybe? Plus, we do need to get to a shipwreck, and we're more likely to find shipwrecks in the water than we are in the jungle because they just, aren't very common in the jungle. Can you imagine that? All right. Now, I did ask you guys about the Order of Onbu, and there was mixed opinions about what we should do, whether we sacrifice a villager or not. But in effort to continue the story, I think we've got to do it, unfortunately. So we will, in fact, need to research, after we finish Decontaminator, the sacrifice a villager one, and then feed somebody. Now, we're just hoping that it's not a channel member, but it is, in fact, just whoever is operating, perhaps the feeding trebuchet. And we'll just have to double check who's in there. Although I believe Hepster is still working in the hornblower, yes. So making sure that Onbu follows our commands over there. We also need to build some firework launchers and research and build the community plaza and start an Onbu birthday festival, which all sound like really nice things to do and fairly easy things to do. The firework launchers are an easy build. We could put some over here, especially if we want to start moving on to having more huts, which I think is not a terrible idea. So let's get maybe a couple more of those put in. Just gonna shift you over there for now, and we'll put a third hut in there. And then for the decorations, we'll just put in a couple of these. We just need 5, so maybe I'll just put all 5 in right there. It's kind of crazy to have them all like centered right in that one spot, but it's going to get our huts a bit more upgraded for decoration wise, and I think that's okay. And our decontaminator has now been researched, so this is excellent news. Now, they need to get the biogas, which is back there. So it always feels like I should put it maybe back here. Actually, do you know what? Let's put it back here. It's just like they need to go from there to get everywhere to spread, but at least they won't have to go very far to refill it because they're just going over here. We're currently making compost though, but that's because we are basically full up on biogas. We have so much of it. Compost though, we also have a ton. We have 188. So what we could do is swap something into using it instead. And you know what? These are not going to grow in the ocean because I believe the ocean is warmer. Oh, we've already switched these over to mushrooms. Never mind then. These are switched over to mushrooms. So we're no longer doing the heal streams. Let's just make this use compost so that the herbs are growing even better, because I think that's going to be helpful. And then we'll come into our research, and sacrifice villager is the one that needs doing. And I want to make sure, okay, there is one person working in the Onbuologist, so that is absolutely fine as well. We only have 4 spare workers at the moment, which is not very many. We should also look at sending our scavenging parties out because there's 2 mines here that would be good to grab, and then we'll be getting closer. I don't know. I'm hoping our circle will include the shipwreck as we move a little bit further along into the water. Onbu's also a little bit hungry, but he can technically eat here. If he gets a bit more poisoned, it's actually not the worst because we can use an antidote. In fact, we might already want to do that. Just checking the rock grub colonies. I'm not sure Onbu will get rock grubs unless he lies down, but he might. I'm really not sure how that one works anymore. So we'll just have to see. We've got 2 doctors working in there. You guys are doing berry muesli. You're doing poached elefly eggs, but there's currently none, so you're just standing around. Why don't you do a bit of beet soup for a minute, because you've got beets right here, and that's just helpful. And you're doing beet soup over here as well, but that means we got beet soup on both sides and the berry muesli coming in. Although, what's your deal? The storage is full. Do we have Oh, there's a pantry right here, which is also full of berry muesli. We have far too much berry muesli. What are the chances of that? I mean, I guess it's fine. Just as people eat it, they'll just make more. It's not the end of the world. Let me just cut down this tree so that I can see the other elefly there. It's just good to keep an eye on them. We're about to hit those rock grubs, so here they are tunneling along. And let's just see if they end up infesting Onbu, even though he's not. Oh, they do. Yes. Okay. So each rock grub makes plants and fungi grow 20% slower, can be removed by injecting Onbu with insecticide. They'll die off otherwise in 8 days. We've got 3 of them, so that's 60% slower then. That is harsh. They are, well, we're not getting anything done. That's for sure. I think if we just chug a little bit longer along here, we've got 5 iron ore and 10 salt. We should be able to reach this. I feel like it's going to become just barely. There we go. Send party. Okay, off to the shipwreck, which is something that we needed to do. We're also going to open the saltwater collector and open our evaporators. We need to figure out where we're going to get those workers from. I wonder if we need 2 doctors or not. The beets aren't going to grow well there. Oh, have I completely closed this up? I guess I did close this up because we didn't need as many mushrooms as we were gathering. Maybe I'll open that mycologist back up as well. But then who's going to work there is the question on everybody's mind. And my answer to that is, I don't know. We need a lot more workers. I'm going to send you guys off to this deserted island. We're in the ocean biome, but is anybody working in here? No, let's take 1% out of there. I need people to come in. Oh, no workers because it was closed off. Okay, fine. They're going to go into there. This is not built yet. We have so many things that have to be closed up because we just don't have the workers for it, which is a bit concerning. I mean, even the slabs is shut off. We only have 33, so we kind of want someone back in there again. Okay, wait, let's just close this mycologist. He hasn't actually started working yet. It's fine. We'll get somebody in over here. Saltwater is now coming in. Onbu is in the ocean biome. Somebody also wants to talk to us. Another quest is it going to be? One of our villagers wants to show you something. I'm sorry I didn't come forward with this earlier, but I just realized something. This heirloom passed down to my family through generations. Is it one of the seeds we seek? Well, I'll be. To think that one of them was here all this time. Would you contribute it to our cause? Of course, though I'd like to make one request. The village I grew up in, where my family have lived for generations. It was different. I'm not saying I don't appreciate it here, but our old village was a place where people not only survived, but lived, if that makes any sense. In dark times, we need the smallest bits of hope to cling to. So I'd like us to decorate some of the houses. A flower pot, some statues, anything will do. You might be right. If it raises the morale of our people, an expenditure such as that might be worth it. All right, we just need to raise decoration happiness to 2. So that is feeling very doable. I mean, we could, how much housing do we have? Total housing is 60. We are building these, and then hopefully we can get those all decorated. Oh, these are not all decorated, actually. All right, not a problem. We could just put in, let's cancel some of these, actually. We don't have all the firework launchers on one side. And we'll do some firework launchers on this side. Some random stuff in. I feel like that's going to be good enough for decorations. They'll build it as they go. It's still raining, which is good because that means all of these should be working extra because it is very damp in the rain, which is getting us lots of water. Oh, and look how much water we have. 289. Is it insane to do the tomatoes? Yes, it is. But we're going to do it anyways because otherwise, I don't know when we're going to... Oh, the fishery also would have been a good idea. That's okay. Water's coming in. We're in a rain cloud. Not for much longer, though. The rain cloud is moving off, unfortunately. Hopefully we'll get some more rain clouds because that was really, really helpful. And yeah, really good for our water stores. We're down now again to 44. We've got 20 salt water, though, so we can hopefully convert that as well. And we're about to land on a poison feeding spot for Onbu. He is going to eat, which means I may need to just really quickly, if we can get 2 workers in here, we need to give Onbu an antidote as well. Scavenging party has brought back 25 sand. I'm going to send them back out to this other island. Oh yeah, and people don't like this island, which is fair. Wait, what do we have coming up? Not much, actually. If Onbu sleeps here, that might not be great. No, it might not be bad. We might need to sleep here, in fact, because Onbu is quite tired. 61%. Oh, people will be unhappy, but otherwise, there's no like good sleeping spots. We've got a school of fish, and that's it. Oh, Onbu's not giving us a choice. He is, in fact, sleeping. So there we go. The choice was made for us. We can't feed Onbu because he's sleeping, but we should be able to give him an antitoxin, which will help. And then if we come back out here, let's just throw a quick rite of harmony. That's going to cheer up our people a bit, because otherwise, yeah, they are quite upset with us. And then what's the next research now that tomatoes are done? Oh, and also should we be researching tomatoes? Probably. Let me just go see if I can find... Oh, community plaza's down there. We don't have enough bricks yet. Where is the fishery? It's here. We need 150 water, which we don't currently have. We can do the spore distillery though, so I might just do that because that gets our people working straight away. You guys are all in here. I don't think this is giving spores on Onbu's back. Oh, it is giving spores on Onbu's back. Never mind, I was wrong. That is, well, quite frankly, that is terrible. What are we going to do about it though? I don't know. This has not been built yet. We're not even close. We don't have the resources we even need to build it. I don't have any workers to go and deal with the poison either. Where am I going to get workers from? I guess one of you? And then, oh, this, because you guys are now back. We'll close that. And maybe we just close one of these kitchens temporarily, because we are going to, in fact, need to get these. Now, as we're just sitting in it, is that going to continue to spread? I have no idea. Just gonna double check to make sure there's not more out there. It's very difficult to see when you're in kind of like this cloud. We won't let Onbu sleep too long. What's he at? 39%. Maybe that's enough. Let's get Onbu. Let's command him to eat. He accepts that. A scavenging party has returned. I don't have any work for them at the moment, so I'm gonna just grab them as well to go help with other things. Okay, Onbu's eating and then he's carrying on his merry way, which is good because he was actually quite hungry. And then the other thing is, like, we do need to just feed a villager to Onbu, which I don't love the idea of. Feeds the current employee of the feeding trebuchet to Onbu. Okay, so it is the current employee then. Decreases Onbu's hunger by 10% and stops all revolt for a while, and increases the cult level. I don't really want to start a cult, if I'm being really honest. I also don't really want to lose a villager because we are short on villagers as is. However, Hewitt, I'm sorry to say, Hewitt, we are going to be sending you off to feed Onbu. He's hungry, 34%. And that's going to actually finish our first thing here. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, that does not feel good. Cult level 1 of 3. Your people will occasionally request a sacrifice to Onbu. If the request is not fulfilled, they'll get slightly anxious and frightened. Our villager was fed to Onbu. A cult is developing around Onbu, and the people are scared to revolt. 2 days and 22 hours. I don't love that. Exquisite. That villager, they went willingly. They believed in Onbu and the greater good. Seeing them consumed by Onbu still seems terrifying, but maybe other villagers and I will come around to it. I must admit, there's a beauty in becoming part of something greater. Oh no, not feed another villager to Onbu. I don't want to do that. Stop making me feed things to Onbu. It makes me feel very bad. Hewitt, I am so sorry. Right, we're gonna just close that. We're not going to continue to feed Onbu immediately. Maybe in a little while, but not right now. We've got other quests that we could hopefully be working on instead. We are also out of beets. I guess it's because they're just growing so slowly because we do have 3 rock grubs, unfortunately. So that is not good. It also means just like everything's growing slowly because even the berries are going to grow slower, I think. And then, yeah, the temperature is right for them, but I think they're just going to grow really slow. All right, Onbu is off. We're gonna get Onbu to eat this school of fish as like, oh, the decontaminator is constructed. That is good. Okay, where is the decontaminator? It's back here. Eventually we'll have all those workers in there and we'll wanna get either one of these. So extra flame throwers or the light gear, probably the extra flame throwers, but we don't have iron at the moment, so we won't be doing that. Right now, I don't think we need this open. Oh no, we definitely do need this open actually. Put those workers back out. Because yeah, apparently there's some poison over here that I didn't see. So hopefully they'll just go and deal with that. This is going to slowly go away as well. We've got so many quests, it's actually crazy. Spore distillery, I usually put back here because people don't want to live near it. So I'll just stick it next to the compost and then we can start making some spores. And does that mean we don't have any research at the moment? I suppose, because that's the one we were doing. The fishery would be great, but we don't have enough water. I also think it's going to take a little bit of time before we get enough water. What is enlightenment? A scientific expedition is started by the Onbu doctor to observe Onbu and determine whether it is a divine being. Requires Onbu nodes to start and resets cult level. Oh, resets your cult level. That could be helpful. We also need to get the Onbu constipator just so we can get the nutritious mushroom ball at some point. Food stand is better when we have lots of workers, which we don't currently have. We have no bricks at the moment. Are we not making bricks? That seems like a problem because the community plaza is important for us to get. Actually, I might set the community plaza to be our next research. Where is our brick factory? Did I ever build one? Oh no, it's here. We haven't built it yet. I can't set everything to high priority, but here I am setting everything to high priority. So buckle up for that. What is this one missing? Stone slabs and bricks. I just don't have workers. Oh, do you know what? Also, we don't have anyone in these, which I do need to reopen. And I do need a worker back from somewhere then. Also, this kitchen is now closed, which is not great either. Oh, right, but I think we're done with this. Okay, we're not, but they're just punching it instead. So we'll just close that. And then that gives us our scavenging parties back. Send one over there, and I can't send anyone over here because we don't have any survival gear. So, in fact, I only needed the one, and I'm not seeing any shipwrecks, which is a bit unfortunate. We do have an option, though. The option is head into a ruin biome or stay in the ocean. I am tempted to... Onbu is going to eat these fish, which is good. I don't know. We could go into the ruins, but they're not good to sleep in. Or we could continue on this way. But if Onbu drowns, we're going to have a really bad time. I don't want to have a really bad time. I want to have a really good time. The ruins are so deadly, but I think we have to get out of the ocean. So I'm going to choose the ruins. It does mean a problem with poison, but we've got antidotes. We've got the decontaminators now. I think that will be a little bit easier. I hope. Oh, there's a pirate ship over there, but it's infested and it's very far away. We will get to go to this fort ruins though, which would be quite good because there are slabs potentially there. And we could really use some slabs. So things are not getting built because we just don't have the workers to be building them, which is a little unfortunate. I wonder if these are like now slow enough that we could just have one worker in there harvesting the berries? Maybe. Okay, scavenging party's come back with 6 ancient notes. I'll take them. That sounds quite good to me. The scavenging party, is there a place for you to go? There is still not, so we're just waiting on that. How are you guys doing? Yeah, we're getting water. This is being done quite slowly. I'm going to put the extra workers in there so that the salt water gets made quicker. Ooh, what if instead of community plaza then we did the fishery? Because I feel like we're a bit closer. We have almost enough water. We're just missing the stone slabs. Do I have any extra workers who can go make stone slabs? Yes, kind of. Just not a lot. Right, maybe we could close this off until we're... Oh, Onbu is drowning, which is not good. His health is now down to 89%. We are going to need to then sleep on this island, which is going to cause its own new problems. Unfortunately, and send the 2 scavenging parties off at least, but it's not going to do any good if I have a dead dinosaur. Brick furnace has finally been constructed, which is also good, but I don't have any workers to go in there. I mean, I could put one in. Clay and wood, or clay and biogas. Perhaps clay and biogas, and then let's come over here. And we're going to switch this back to biogas because we're actually using it now. There is poison around, and we're getting poisoned water again. Oh man, life is difficult, not going to lie. We need to open this up again. Maybe we'll close the pest control for a minute. He's just harvested all those eggs, so that should be okay. Let's finish this beet soup. Oh, we've got 11 elefly eggs. That's really good. And we're going to switch this back to then poached elefly eggs. That'll make people happier. Onbu is going to have a sleep. People are unhappy, which I'm not that surprised by. Let's do a cheerful gathering to try to help them out a little bit. Otherwise, we might have to sacrifice that second villager, which I don't love for myself either, but we'll see. It might be okay. We're on day 99, which is crazy that we're already 99 days in. Is that going to be enough? Preparing the cheerful gathering. Scavenging party has returned. Can I reach that desert island? We can. Okay, we'll go there. This one's almost done as well. Right, they've come back with 15 stone slabs and 20 stone, which is really good. There's nowhere else for them to go at the moment, so we might close it off. Okay, the people are a bit happier now. You guys, you are currently scavenging. You are not currently scavenging, so let's just close that off. Ideally, we don't want to stay here for too long because we're in the poison, which is making happiness go down by 3. Otherwise, we would be quite happy because with that -3. If we just get Onbu. Oh, there we go. Day 100. Let's get Onbu back up and walking and getting him onto the mainland, because then if he's at least out of this poison cloud, that might help. And then we can close the water gatherers as well. Oh, our first fireworks launcher has been constructed as well. So we've got one of those. That'll take how much longer on these rock grubs? Because it's a bit of a problem. We'll die off in 1 day and 2 hours. Ooh, our air well has finally been constructed. That's this one over here. I'm not going to open it at the moment just because we are heading into the ruins, which is never a good spot for those anyways. Because we're going to get a bunch of tainted water, which isn't great. I also don't want all the salt water to be evaporated. Okay, Onbu is now in the ruins biome, which the seawater collector can be closed. We need to go back to crude filtration. I kind of need another worker in the clay gathering camp. And I need just clay in general, because we're going to need clay for filtration, but we're also going to need clay for brick making. And we've, not really started making too many bricks. And for the research, how many did we need? We're doing the fishery, so none. Is this saying that there's enough things? Oh, let's just get the stuff back in there if we can. Oh, here come the spores. Okay. Is my decontaminator still open? Yes, it is. So hopefully they'll just get to work. There's 3 of them. They have only one job, and it's to collect all the spores. So hopefully they're on it. Scavenging party has returned 15 sand and 30 stone. We are going through another spore cloud. Not ideal, but it does happen. There's also a derelict lab here, which I would actually like to send people, but I don't have enough. Once again, don't have enough workers. Might just steal one from not there. That's a terrible idea. Steer one from over here, I guess. Oh dear, are they coming to get these? I hope they are. Come and set that on fire because we don't need it spreading. Okay, day 101. And ooh, there's more poison over here as well. Someone come and get that. We have 3 people working away at crude filtration. I might just lower that as well. Oh, and the scavenging party need to go back out. We can go to this derelict lab. Oh, we're also like, that oasis is actually in range as well. It's not going to be the, oh, actually, you know what? It would be if I just got Onbu to sleep here. Onbu is really tired. So this isn't great, obviously, but if we get Onbu to just sleep here, I think it doesn't matter. The air and the ground is medium toxicity. So we're just not making progress to get through. But if Onbu lies down, we can wait for one of these scavenging parties to get done and then hopefully go to this oasis and get all that water that we need. Because that would be pretty good. And, oh, you guys are actually doing the fishery. Oh, that's good. I mean, it's a bit late because we're not there now, but it is good. All right, Onbu is very tired. Oh, are the rock grubs gone? Okay, rock grubs have died. However, we just have to get rid of this debuff then of hardened. So, oh, actually the hardened is really good though. It slows Onbu's poison build up by 50%. So he's not getting as poisoned. I will take that. Okay, fishery has now been researched, which is also great. I'm going to build a fishery here. Or actually, why can't I build a fishery? The fisheries have to be near the water. That wasn't always the case, was it? That fisheries had to be near the water? Wait, am I confusing? No, wait, hold on. That's me. I'm confusing the fishery with something else. The aqua farm. Aqua farms don't need to be near the water, but fisheries of course do. So we'll put it up here. It's close to that kitchen, which is good. And that will be great. Okay, our villagers are unhappy. We could sacrifice one to Onbu. Plus, happiness is going to be lowered by 2 for 9 days and 7 hours until cult level lowers. Are we actually getting a -2? We are. They're demanding a sacrifice. No, why? Why? I hate cult level. Never do this. I do not recommend it. Emmeline. Oh, Emmeline. I'm so sorry, Emmeline. Oh wait, we can't feed you to Onbu because it's nighttime. I mean, because, well, it's nighttime for Onbu. Onbu is sleeping and therefore we can't sacrifice you to Onbu. We do need to look at what our next research is going to be on. Do we do Onbu Enlightenment? Because then this is going to reset the cult level. I think we need to go for it. I think it's crazy, but sometimes you have to be crazy. Let's send that scavenging party off to the oasis. That was what we'd hoped for. And then that one is actually not in range, so we're not going to worry about that. We can get Onbu to be up and walking any time now, although he's still really tired, 57% sleepy. And I don't know about this whole cult thing. It doesn't feel very good. I don't like it for us. I don't like it for Onbu. No, I just... 0 out of 10 stars because people are now unhappy because we've not fed any of them to Onbu. But also like, I can't just feed people to Onbu all the time. And that was like not that long in between feeds. So like what, every 2 days they're gonna want us to feed someone to Onbu? That's insane. That is way too often. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment because I appreciate the support in the videos. Leave a like. If you're new here, consider subscribing. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.